Hey everybody, it's Patrick at In Response Gaming, and today we're going to do a small segment called Mail Day. I don't know how many mail days we're going to have in the future from now on. Hopefully we can give you guys some more, but I traded in some of my older MTG cards, some expeditions, one masterpiece plus a couple of invocations from a Moncat. So some of the older sets in Magic the Gathering, I'm kind of getting some of these away so that way I could put towards some Flesh and Blood cards. And so from here on out, I think I'm going to try to get some more mail days in for you guys. I don't think it's going to be as big as this one. So this is actually a pretty good one. In terms of value, it's probably over 1100, maybe 1,000. So we're around in that area. But we were able to work a deal between me and this guy who's out in Canada. So it took a while for both of us to verify that we had the cards that we wanted and make sure that the cards came in safely as well and not get lost. So he was able to get through his cards pretty quick, and then he shipped mine through, and today they came in. So let's go ahead and open up what we have here, and we're gonna fix the camera whenever we have everything positioned. That might be good enough. All right, guys, hopefully this I can get everything sorted out for you guys. We're gonna have a lot, not too much, but a good bit to cover. We were able to strike a deal, mostly some of the stuff that he had available to me to put towards, mostly because a lot of the stuff that he had up for trade, because at this time he's trying to buy a house in Canada. So currently he was only able to trade, and some of the older stuff that I would like to have, someone like Crew or maybe some Arc, which he did have some Arc stuff, but I don't think it would surpass what I would give to him. So we are able to strike a deal for some Monarch first edition stuff, which is good because we happen to have some of the generic and some class specific cold foils for Monarch. So we have the Kodachi, which is great because that's nice to have. We have the Iron Hide Helm. We are able to get Blood Drop Brocade, Ironhide Gauntlet, plus Plate, and Ebonfold. So these are some pretty good trades that I was able to get in, along with the big money maker itself, which was the Great Library of Solana Cold Foil, as you might be able to see with the viewfinder. Hopefully there's enough light. Let's go ahead and get it out of its sleeve here. Hopefully I can see from the viewfinder here. Centering is really good. I'm gonna have to take a look at it and take some pictures and put it on the Twitter. But that is the big money maker that I'm really wanting to hammer down. That is important trade. I did have a rainbow foil. Great Library of Solana. Whenever I first started, I had opened some Monarch. Not necessarily started with that, but that was the first Monarch box I had done, I think, opened up. And it was the very first Fable card that I ever had pulled, and so far have pulled. All the other ones that I have would be bots. I am in the process of getting a Eye of Ophidia for my Kano deck, and then I will probably get the new gem for Guardians through trade, more than likely. Ursham I did buy out straight, so this is nice enough for me to go ahead and start my first edition Fable collection. So now that I have this back, technically I have it back because I traded my Rainbow Foil Great Library for a Krunic first edition, so it was about the same price. And at the time I didn't have a Tunic yet at that point. They were a little bit more expensive than it is now. It's about 140, 150. Back then, I think the WTR version of it for Unlimited was about 200. So Krunic was a little bit higher, about the 250 to 260 range. And then we settled on a deal, and then and was able to trade that way. the guy who was able to trade me this was able to give me some first edition commons that were rainbow foil, which is nice because I never actually got into Monarch. It's not my favorite set by far, but definitely able to see some of the cool foils that you would have if you were to get into the commons for Monarch. So that's nice to be able to get that as part of my collection. So I think all in all, it was a good trade in for what we gave them, what we gave him, and I think I'm actually happy with how they turned out. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully we can do some more trade-in mail days and we can bring you some good content for that. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching.